Hey guys, Tyler here, coming at you with another video, this time from the top of a mountain. I decided to go for a hike today because I went for a hike on a Friday, so I had a rest day. Now I'm doing it again. Friday was the day I said I was going to go do a hike, and that day, excuse me, I ended up doing 9.3 miles in 3 hours, coming down from my house parallel to the mountain. I was going to go up in the mountain, but it became nighttime and it started raining. And I went up into the mountains a little bit, started to not feel alone. Felt like there was some animals creeping around, and so I decided to back out of the mountain and just hike back up parallel to it. And glad I did, because when I got back up to the top, I looked over the mountains and it was just pitch black. I wouldn't have been able to see a thing. I would have probably got lost up here because I haven't done the trail in the daytime, so I wouldn't have really known where I was going. Would have just kind of been winging it. So I decided it better be safe than sorry. But today, I was like, I'm not gonna let that stop me. It's sunny out. So I came up here, I drove down to the beginning of the trail and hiked up here. I was gonna stop at 3 miles, so it was 3 miles up and 3 miles down, 6 mile hike, which I thought would be pretty good. But when I got to the 3 mile point mark, I looked and I saw this peak that I'm standing at now, and I was like, damn, that looks really cool, and it doesn't look that far away, so screw it. It was about half a mile more, so I added a mile to my round trip, but the view was worth it. Before, all I could see was down there, which that's the runoff from Mill Creek, which is the creek that me and my cousin would always go to when he would come up. But now I could see everything. I have pretty much a 360 view, which is nice. I like that. I want a house on the top of a mountain someday. One of my goals to work for, perhaps. I can see my house. I think made it out earlier. It gets lost because there's so many buildings over there, but I can see the roads that go to my house and the general vicinity that it's at. I can see all of Redlands down there. If it was clear, I might be able to see the ocean from this peak, but it's not too clear out today. It's really cool because I can see the clouds, and that one right there, that doesn't even look that far away. That looks maybe like 1,000 feet. I don't know how to tell the distance. I don't have a sextant or a measuring device, but it looks really close. I can see it moving. And then the ones right there, I mean, those just look cool, if you ask me. They're not that high up compared to if you were down at the bottom of the valley. It's just beautiful. It's a beautiful day out. I can see all the way over there into Beaumont. It's all green because of the rain we've been having for the past few days. So it was actually a pleasant hike up here. And I don't know, maybe that produces more oxygen, so it's easier. I like hiking. It clears my mind. I'm able to think of usually what I've been programming that day. Now I've been learning about functions, which I already knew about that from C#, and from what I've seen, like they're almost identical from C# to C++. But so I already knew all the pass by value, pass by reference, parameters, all that stuff. It's just a way to make things clear. But I like it. I'm getting there. I'm about halfway through it. When I get back home, I'm going to finish that up. And then I don't remember what the next chapter is, but I'm getting pretty close. I pretty much just have objects left. And then I think it has a bunch of challenges to do or examples. And then I can actually then I'll have completely refreshed something I've already completely learned. So because I've already learned all the way through C# to inheritance and stuff. I didn't learn everything like what are they called? Lambdas. I learned a little bit of that, a little bit of actions and delegates, but I didn't go too in depth into that. So now I've learned all the basics. I'm recovering all the basics in a different language. So now I have kind of a better idea of what languages are capable of. So I can go and create my pseudocode and then just turn that into actual code in different languages. I guess by the time I finish the book for C++, I should be able to program in either C# or C++, whatever suits me for whatever I'm working on, but feeling good about that. You have to just grind at something every day, even if you don't see the progress that it's making. Give it a while, and you look back up and you'll see all the progress you've made. Kind of like with hiking. You just take one step at a time, and eventually you look back and you can't even see where you began. That's the moral of today's video, is just keep putting one foot in front of the other, but when you see a really nice thing in front of you, like the peak of a mountain or perhaps something else, whatever is grand and glorious, and it only takes so much more effort, even if you feel like you're at the brink of what you can do, put forth that little bit of extra effort, because that little bit of extra effort usually has a much larger payoff in relation to how much more effort it took. That's where I'm leaving this video. Take care, guys.